Howdy, 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 my name is Sasuke, and welcome back to Let's Play Psycholonials. So I just want to say, I thought that it had only been like a week since I last played this, but Steam says I haven't played it since January the 24th, and it is currently February the 14th. Oops. Also, there was a whole thing of me trying to actually do this. I almost didn't even want to anymore because of how long it took to get it done. But we're on chapter 4. And instead of loading my save file, I just want to click the number 4 so that I get the title. Because I don't remember what the title was. Oh, Interlude 2. So Interlude 2 is the beginning of Chapter 4 and not the end of Chapter 3. Okay. Influencer Z, named person of interest in murder of Nantucket police officer. Uh-oh. Looks like the authorities are front of the... We've already read this. I just did... Can't stop now. No choices. Haha. Okay, chapter 4 is called A Symbol of Strength. I really do think something's probably going to happen once that sword connects, and judging by how long the chapter titles looked, 2 weeks later. Just vibing with that music. Well, we're still at the house, apparently. As an outlaw in the national outlaw in the national spotlight, you've had to adapt your lifestyle over the last couple of weeks. You can only assume the police have been keeping an eye on Abby's house. Rather than trap yourself in your studio around the clock, you've worked out a means of getting outside while staying under the radar. You slip out the back and head toward the beach. Abby was kind enough to provide you with her most expensive vehicle, the 2017 Bentley Continental, parked about 5 minutes down the coast. It's the least she could do, you think, given the life of austerity you've been otherwise forced to live as a fugitive. How is a Bentley staying undercover? Soon enough, you'll need some automotive mobility for practical purposes, but for now, it's good to just get out of the house and drive so you can think. So much has happened in the past couple weeks, it's hard to keep track of it all. But you guess that's just life now. A little time alone behind the wheel of a luxury vehicle should help you organize your thoughts. Haha, 413 posts, I get it. Since you've relaunched your brand, never in your wildest dreams did you imagine having more followers than Abby, let alone leapfrogging over her so quickly. Her following has been ticking up steadily too, but it's nothing compared to the rate of your fandom's growth. 413 posts, 6.12 million followers. I see what you did there. You were the star of this circus, and now even Abby's fanbase has to admit she's become a close orbiting satellite to your brand rather than the other way around as it once was. Something about the chaotic energy of the Jubilite craze, combined with the drama of the dead cop scandal, has resulted in transforming your social media presence into phenomenon status. The media has become obsessed. It's fascinating to many for its unusual and incendiary ideological focus, and just as captivating to others for resembling a slow-motion train wreck. There is a sense among your millions of followers that the more sensational criminal elements surrounding the daily drama of your brand will only get worse, and people are here for it. You adamantly deny the accusations, of course, and expertly weave these denunciations into your performance to magnify the attention to your accounts. Why is the pink line real? Since the natural targets of your screeds are the corrupt government, corporations, and the police forces around the nation which only serve to protect their power and wealth, it's been pretty easy to conjure a narrative framing these accusations as an attempt by powerful forces to silence you. By the looks of it, most of your followers are willing to believe your denunciations, and not many of them were big fans of law enforcement to begin with anyway. It's just more fuel for your showmanship, a story that's easy to sell to a hungry crowd. Almost as easy to sell as Abby's parents have been on your recent pranksist efforts. On that front, it's been like shooting fish in a barrel. Abby has her dad deeply concerned about market volatility, yeah, I said it right, okay, and selling off huge amounts of stock to buy Bitcoin, which he then enthusiastically funnels into your spoof wallet. You and Percy have been working her mom, who's been doing the same thing with a totally separate spoof wallet unbeknownst to her husband, and in anticipation of carving out a portion of their assets, which she can make off with after the imminent divorce. Every time they make new deposits, you're sure to quickly reroute those funds to your offshore accounts under your control. Meanwhile, you maintain fake back-end sites for them to look at, which makes it appear their deposits are still secure. They're both so caught up in the process, it hasn't even occurred to them to wonder if they're being robbed. Percy's been an invaluable accessory to the ruse. He now needs minimal instruction to play the role of Abby's mom's lover. They exchange racy photos and sext messages frequently between their phone calls. You've had a lot of fun photoshopping the head of the man she believes she's talking to onto body shots sourced from amateur porn. You get some pretty steamy pics back from her in return, but you spare Abby the trauma of sharing those with her. Percy has made plans to come to the island tomorrow to help out with some new projects you're working on. Having another set of hands will be helpful as you move into more ambitious phases of your brand's development, especially while you're trying to keep a low profile. Of course, it's nagging at you that the police have his photo. You still haven't told him. I was just about to ask about that. You just can't seem to find the right moment. It would be such a downer having to explain something like that when you're both having such a good time as swindling billionaires. You'll get around to it someday. Besides, he knows perfectly well you're connected to a murder in the news, and now he must know how deeply implicated he is in a fraud scheme as well. No matter what you have or haven't told him, he has to understand the truth. There's no going back. For old time's sake, you head down the street of your apartment. You haven't seen the place in weeks, not since the night this all began. No squad cars anywhere. Not surprising, since they've probably taken all the evidence they need from your place already. You suppose that means there's no reason to even try entering anymore. All your stuff, your beloved posters, liquor bottles, and nasty macaroni pots, it's all probably in an evidence room somewhere by now. You never liked the place much, but it's still sad to think that chapter of your life is over for good. You head back to the remote parking spot Abby found for you and begin your shoreline trek back to your hideout. You're in no hurry. The scenic walk gives you more time to think about the big plans you have brewing, and the preposterous amount of newfound financial flexibility you have to put them into motion. If only Percy knew what you really had in store for him on this island. Abby too, for that matter. But it's better to reveal your more ambitious ideas to people in smaller doses. Why? What do you want to do? Is that Percy? What? Or is that your weird clown hallucination? There's at least two of them. Or is that her dad? Sports! Z, why are you ruining lives, Z? This is super trippy. Oh, there's the other one. I'm also in the ocean, Z. Nope, nope. Oh, is it gone? Oh, I'm no longer in the ocean. Or on the beach. Good you. Later, back at the ranch. How much did they deposit today? Your dad put in around $350 million? Your mom only about $100 million. But that's actually a lot for her. The biggest deposit she's made yet. Wow! That fade in. I can't believe how casually these people peel off another $100 million like it's a $10 bill. Money seems so abstract and meaningless to them. No wonder this is turning out to be easy. I'm not sure I could call it easy. I feel depraved pretending to talk like a Republican. Saying some of the shit I've said has made me feel so much dirtier than if all we were doing was stealing money. At least your side of the operation is more fun. Honestly, Abby, I feel the same with some of the shit I have to read for y'all talking. I'm hardly even doing anything anymore. Percy's been doing most of it lately. He's coaching her very well on working their assets. He's turning out to be a pretty good con artist. Well, that's only because you are and you're the one coaching him. I don't know, I've barely talked to these people at all, except for initially seducing your mom in a shitty email chain. You're the one who somehow turned your dad into a slobbering crypto junkie. Dude literally believes our entire economic system is on the brink of collapse and Bitcoin is the only safe haven now. It's true, he's really obsessed with the project now. just like the people sponsoring the Super Bowl. To be fair, our entire economic system actually is on the verge of collapse, but whatever. He won't even be affected by the collapse because all his money will be gone by then. Yeah. How much do we have now? Almost 5 billion. Fuck, that's so much. It's certainly nothing to sneeze at. And you're absolutely sure it's like ours? Yes, except for what they deposited today, none of the money is still in my spoof wallet. I resell the coins quickly and spread it all out across a bunch of foreign accounts. What, you actually just open up a bunch of Swiss accounts or some shit, like in the movies? LOL, well, they're not mine exactly, they're all in your name. It's less suspicious that way since, you know, you're actually a rich person and I'm a fucking wanted felon. When you look at it that way, I guess this is all really just an elaborate early inheritance scheme? Yeah. So they can't see that you're just sucking the bitcoins out right after they put them in. No, they only see what I want them to. The wallets make it look like the coins are still there. They'll only run into a problem if they try to sell them. And I don't see that happening soon. Your folks are awfully bullish on crypto suddenly. When you say their money's all going to be gone, are you really going to try to get all of it? That would be ideal, but we're going to hit a wall soon. I don't think even your dad is dumb enough to convert his entire fortune into Bitcoin, and Percy tells me it sounds like the remaining assets are going to be a lot harder to move. Much less liquidity than whatever they've been trading to buy the coins we got so far. He must be in really deep with my mom to find out anything like that. Oh yeah, he is. I mean, we both are. We tag team this. I listen in on his calls with her and sometimes text him notes on where to steer the conversation. God. I'm also in charge of supplying the thirst trap shots. What? Abs, this courtship is a whole nother level now. Percy's putting on quite a show with his very masculine Republican-sounding voice. Naturally, there's gonna be some sexting too. Like, with actual photos. Percy's sending my mom nudes? No! I just photoshopped them. It's easy to find face shots of this real dude she thinks she's talking to. I just paste them on top of, like, amateur porn. LMAO. And boy, does she reciprocate. I must say, Abby, your mother's one hot bitch. Oh, Jesus. I'm not sure I want to see any of this shit. I wasn't planning on sharing my gallery of your slutty mom shots. Don't worry, don't worry. It's my private collection. Oh my god, you mischievous whore. Anyway, I can see where you get it from. Fucking yowza. Yes, she's quite attractive. I mean, she was a trophy wife once upon a time. I almost feel sorry for her. Developing kind of a kinship with her, actually. Why? Because we both want to rip off your dad. It just so happens I'm the only one actually succeeding. God, that laugh sucks, but how do you do a fake ha-ha-ha? Whatever. She can take solace in the fact that her daughter turned out to be a billion times the gold digger than she ever was. That's true, it turns out I'm quite rich. And I had to do even less to get my shady funds than my criminal dad did. Now all I need is my own trophy wife. Ow, hey, now let's be clear. Who would be whose trophy wife? If anything, you'd be mine since I have way more clout now. Excuse me, Z, but didn't I just hear you say all these bank accounts are in my name? Damn, you're right. I guess I don't know whose fucking money this really is. Well, according to the tenets of Pranksters, nobody really owns it. It's all fake shit, just like gender and all the other stuff you like to rant about. Money is just little numbers on computers mostly. Moving around all the time, but not really doing the world much good, so we might as well move it our way and make some better things happen. I can't believe how thoroughly I've converted you to jubilatism. Jubilitism? Probably jubilitism. And I thought your parents were supposed to be the easy marks falling for all this Bitcoin shit, but you make them look like stone-faced skeptics. Well, I have to keep sucking up to your whole clown religion if I want to be your trophy wife someday. How else am I going to cash in on all my own money? Oh, that's extremely fair. Carry on with your ass-kissing then. You haven't even heard the good shit yet. What's the good shit? Like, advanced lessons in praxis. Meh. If you like what we've been already doing, the advanced shit would knock your socks off. Oh, Lord. These are the types of methods we'll need to start employing if we want to get the rest of their money. Ow. Plus a lot more from other sources. They aren't exactly the only billionaires in the world, you know. Unbelievable. You've got like $5 billion in the bank and you just want to keep hustling? Hell yeah. We're on a mission here. Why slow down? I just can't even imagine what you're planning on doing with all this money. You can't even show your face in public because you're a cop killer. Doesn't matter if you can't imagine it. I can. It all just feeds into more prankses. More money, more publicity, more financial influence and leverage around the world. More prankses. Alright, but what if we slowed it down a bit and just try to enjoy this more? I feel like I keep coming back to that. This was supposed to be fun. It is fun. Prankses is fun. It is its own reward. You know how people play pranks? Because that shit's fun. Okay, I can't argue with that. But it's also very risky, high stakes stuff, and I don't know, there's other stuff to think about. Like what? Well, I have ideas too. Oh, do you now? Since when? Since always. I'm full of ideas. Not sure I like hearing this. I'm not getting myself a trophy wife so she can do a bunch of thinking. Fuck you. I'm not gonna be your trophy wife. Either you're gonna be mine or the marriage is off. Holy shit, yes ma'am. So tell me your huge brain ideas when you're done with my dick flattening, I mean. I've been thinking a lot about your clown gender stuff. Yeah? Yes, it all sounds so silly at first, but it's kind of a brain worm. I've been considering where I fit on the triangle, and what have you decided? Well, I don't know if anything fully speaks to me yet, and I just wonder if some adjustments could be made to the system. Adjustments? Yeah, I mean, since it's kind of just a silly system that you just pulled out of your ass anyway. Abby, I did not pull this out of my ass. It's extremely serious. Oh, sure. Saying you identify as clown gender is the most serious thing in the world. Who can argue with that? You know what I mean. Yeah, I know you believe in the ideas. I'm just saying, since you're so creative and all and extra serious about gender philosophy, maybe you could, do something with horse gender. Horse gender? Yeah, why not? Abby, that is patently absurd. No, it's not. It's not any more absurd than clown gender. But it doesn't have to be. If you actually think about it and make it work. Come on! Can't you do it for me? I think you just want to identify as horse gender no matter what logic I come up with. So what if I do? Isn't that my right? Well, yeah, it is. Maybe I have a good point. God damn it. I can't believe I'm letting you strong-arm me into revising my manifesto extemporaneously. Nobody would even know you're revising it. You could just be releasing a new chapter elaborating on it. Kind of like how you're still going to unveil advanced pranksis or whatever. That's true. Alright, give me a minute. Let me sketch some ideas. You and Abby head right back to the drawing board. She's given you an interesting challenge, handed you an oddly shaped shoe, if you will, and it's your job to make it fit. A horseshoe. Or is that already what the joke was? After playing with your continuum a bit, you decide to stay with the pyramid format. You don't want to revolutionize your system too much, since everyone's already acclimated to the logic of a pyramid. Your goal is to enrich everyone's understanding of gender, not vex them with increasingly convoluted nonsense. After a couple hours, you think you have something workable here. You and Abby are too excited about it to sit on it, though. You decide to improvise a live stream right now to inform everyone of your astounding new breakthroughs. I'm sure you're all thrilled to hear what I've been working. I've made some astounding new breakthroughs on the Jubilite philosophy of gender. I have just 2 words to say. Horse gender. As you can see, the pyramid-shaped continuum remains intact, but the y-axis has been expanded to go even lower, which means that while horizontally we still have conventional male-female gender spectrum, vertically we now have this clown-horse spectrum, gender spectrum. Both axes are, of course, a fluid spectrum, and you can position yourself anywhere on the continuum that feels true to your experience. So what's horse gender, glad you asked? It represents the extreme counterpoint to clown gender. Where clown gender embodies a whimsical, absolute lack of identification with the conventional gender spectrum, or even the entire idea of gender, horse gender is the total opposite. It means the extreme identification with any given gender on the horizontal axis. So, if you're a horse-gendered male, it means that you feel extremely male. Or if you're a horse-gendered woman, you're like, God damn, am I a fucking woman? I guess an example of that would be like TERFs. Oh my god. Don't take that too literally. I don't want to taint horse gender for everybody right out of the gate. You could also be hella woman identified without being weird and turfy about it, and that would still be a totally valid horse gender feeling. Like my friend Abby, she's a proud horsewoman. So, I think you get the idea. Move up the scale towards clown, you hardly give a fuck. You're a wild card, untethered from this maddening social construct. Move down towards horse, and you're digging in. Where clown is a symbol of whimsy, horse is a symbol of strength. You're like, oh hell yeah, I'm this fucking gender, and that's cool. And there's nothing wrong with that. The system accounts for it. All points in this continuum are equally valid. And notice in the middle of the scale, vertically between horse and clown, that's just the average gender spectrum. That's where you are if you don't feel super strong or weak about your identity either way. And if that's you, also fucking valid. So having said that, allow me to illustrate some examples of putting this into practice as I see it. Now, I don't claim to speak for these people. You should try to see these as like my headcanons. I guess they could come forward and set the record straight if they want. Post, I'm looking at you. Just joking, man, you don't gotta, but you can. Alright, so what are we looking at here? Z is clown, and I'm not 100% sure who that is. It might be Ellen DeGeneres. That looks like Ariana Grande. We don't talk about that one. That's Barack Obama. That's The Rock, but not Obama. That's Justin Bieber, and that's Post Malone. What else is going on with this shit? Let's see. Kind of think the Obama placement is a no-brainer. Now that's a horse-gendered woman if I ever saw one. Hey, what do you want from me? She gets up to all this fucking turfy shit. Seems to me if she wants to park herself in a barn and make a big turfy bed out of, like, hay or whatever and wacky gender essentialism, then she's more than welcome to do that. It just lands her on the horsewoman point at the triangle. That's all I'm saying. Go on and let her whinny, or don't. Drag her to the glue factory if you really must. I'm not here to police your online activism. I'm only here to report on all the good shit when it comes to my kick-ass gender pyramid. The point is, all of this is accounted for in the diagram. Know this and be free. Alright, is that enough fucking that yet? You bet it is. Later, every time there's a time jump, something horrible happens. Did they ever pick up Percy? Does he want to be a horse too? Noodle limbs. Is this the same day? Because the clown makeup is still there. She even painted her eyebrows. Is that ominous music or is that traffic outside? I'm not sure. Oh, it's a nightmare. Okay, it's ominous music. Oh, hey, look, it's a clown horse. Space. Mushrooms that look like peppermint. Or is that a whole bunch of clown tents? Circus tents. Although I don't know where you'd find a clown if not in a circus. Or, nope, not gonna make that joke. Not gonna make that joke. Whose hand is that? Nice bracelet, though. I'm half expecting Lord English to show up at some point, but I doubt it's gonna go that far into the Homestuck references. Oh hey look, it's the Psycholonials logo. What is happening? Who are you? Well, Z seems excited to see this person. You have been doing very well. Eh? Oh, she got under a blanket and everything. Also, the music just ceased. Oh god! Z, your weird clown shit is cringe. Look at my eyes bleed from the cringe, Z. They disappear. It's still cringe even from the Beyonce. Ooh. The next day. What is that? What is that? Why is the music doing that, or is that supposed to be the boat for Percy showing up? Why are there boats everywhere? Beep beep. You check your phone and notice the date happens to be the 20th of May, exactly 1 month since the night you went on that fateful drive with your manifesto. Today, Percy is scheduled to arrive so he can assist you with new projects. You wait for his ferry from inside the Bentley, parked at a distance to stay out of sight. You haven't been here since the night you disposed of the squad car. You find yourself glancing in that direction now and then. You have no idea if they dredged the car out of the water yet, or if they even figured out that's where it ended up. That incriminating dashboard camera footage was probably completely wiped out after being submerged in salt water for weeks. You guess you're relieved about that, but then, with the amount of hysteria there is about this case in the media, that footage hardly seems to matter anymore. You're who they're looking for, and nothing can change that. All you can really do now is make sure you don't get caught. So why are you the one that went to pick up Percy instead of having Abby do it? Hey, there's Percy. He radiates the nervous energy of an eager simp. He looks around for you, but of course you won't be getting out of the car. You'll just text him to come find you. Oh shit. Oh right. Shit. The cops must have been waiting for Percy to arrive before making their move. Were they tracking him from the mainland too? How did they figure out who he was? Maybe they ran some facial recognition software on the photo you sent and something finally turned up in their system. Whatever the case, this won't do at all. If they take him into custody, interrogate him, and take his phone, this is all over. They'll close in on you and Abby in no time. You need to deal with this now. Skirt! Floor it? Okay, floor it! Z don't. Oh god. Where did... Is that a big duck creature in the background? I don't know if y'all can see the arrow, but that was like a weird big duck creature. Oh look, a witness. More witnesses. Is she gonna get shot? Oh. Oh. Wouldn't the windshield be bulletproof? Where did you get more bullets from? Also, the people... That one lady seemed excited more than like... Oh, people are just... Okay, that happened. You need to get off the street fast. Your car is totaled and Abby's house is too far away. You look around for shelter. Any place at all that could get you out of broad daylight for a little while. You just remember the restaurant you used to work at is down the street. Hopefully the owner still hasn't shut down due to the pandemic. That would be an ideal hideout for the rest of the day while this blows over. I don't think it's gonna blow over, dude. There was like a bunch of witnesses and a dude recording it. You head down the alley to the back entrance. There's a good chance it's locked, but that shouldn't be a problem. Percy seems not too thrilled. How many bullets do you have? It's dark inside. All the tables and chairs are put away. Looks like no one set foot inside here since the last day you waited tables. Perfect. Well, perfect for hiding, but in most other ways, far from perfect. This is a fucking mess. There's no drowning the evidence for what you just did this time. You murdered 2 cops out in the open, and the dashboard camera surely caught it this time. There were a few eyewitnesses as well. You'll be hearing about this on the news before the end of the day, no question. Maybe within the hour. You revisit your memories of working at this restaurant with a mysterious pang of nostalgia. You used to hate this place. You resented the tourists, the bad tips, the shitty boss, but seeing it empty and dark like this, it reminds you that things may never return to the way they once were. They certainly won't for you after what you just did. You nearly forgot about Percy. He stands there shaking, terrified, still cuffed. You just realize he probably assumes he was just arrested for his involvement with Bitcoin fraud. Maybe you have some explaining to do. Hey, Percy, are you okay? Ah, man, you're bleeding. Damn, wait. No, that's just my blood. I guess I fucked myself up in the crash. Woo! I thought one of my bullets got you. Listen, there's something I need to confess. You know how I've been saying all those cop-killing accusations were lies? Well, actually I did it. I killed the cop in self-defense and covered it up. I mean, maybe that's not the stunning news I think it is, considering, like, I just shot 2 cops right in front of you to bust you out of custody? Laugh my ass off. Okay, that's not actually what I wanted to confess. See, the reason they arrested you is... Man, why is this so hard to admit? The cops got your picture because I wrote you into all the Bitcoin scam shit. That's what it was. It's all my fault. I got you into this mess. I suckered you into our pranksters racket, and now you're a wanted felon just like me. In my defense, I was just having too much fun scamming those rich boomers with you. You're a natural at it, and I was on such a roll making fake amateur nudes and Photoshop and shit. Maybe this sounds selfish of me, but I wouldn't change a thing, even though it got you in trouble with the law. Well, got both of us in trouble. And I know how you must be feeling. I've been feeling it for weeks. That sense that your life is never going to be the same again, that you'll always be looking over your shoulder, that the name Percy is forever going to be associated with these crimes, and there's nothing left to do but keep fighting until the threat is fully destroyed. But here's the good news. No matter how much the media drags the name Percy through the mud from now on, we both know there is no Percy anymore. Percy died today. You are no longer a humble human simp. You are Jubilite now and forever. You are Percy. Z? Z, he's still handcuffed. That's gotta be the way the chapter ends. Okay. End of chapter 4. But is there another interlude? Is there another interlude? Nope. Can't save it either. However, if I'm just going to be doing these by starting from the chapter page, I don't need to see how this begins, because I can just stop right here and then pick up a chapter 5. Haha! So, this has been Anachi Sasuke. This was Let's Play Psycholonials episode 4. If you liked it, a like and a subscribe will be groovy. If you didn't, I can't blame you. You don't have to do either one of those things. If you want to click the bell, you can do that as well so that you're notified of future uploads, and holy shit! This game, man, oh god, I'm about halfway through it. I'm right at the midpoint. And judging by the way those chapter titles looked, it's going to be a doozy. Can I save now? Nope, I can't save. So, I will see y'all in the next one. Later.